Njabulo, thank you very much for your time. If you can just briefly tell us what was the clinic about here today at Rosin?
We as Goalkeepers Grassroots Academy believe that every keeper deserves a chance. So today we came out, represented, and we held a clinic for the kids to teach them the basics of goalkeeping and just have a day out of fun of just goalkeeping.
Why do you think it's important to have such clinic that are directly looking at just goalkeeping, not other positions on the field, but dealing with goalkeeping?
It's also based on growing up, not having a goalkeeper coach. And I think most clubs can't afford goalkeeper coaches. So in order for us to improve, we have to train. So the goalkeepers need to train. That's where the idea comes from, training the goalkeepers, improving them. And it's just beautiful, I guess.
What do you think is the impact of growing up playing, whether you're playing a KC in the LFAs without a goalkeeper coach and only get to encounter working with a goalkeeper coach perhaps at a later stages when you're 17, 18? What do you think young boys miss if they don't get the coaching?
There's a lot of fundamentals that you want to miss, like your basics of goalkeeping before you go to your intermediate levels, to your advanced levels of goalkeeping. Just how to catch a ball, for instance, how to dive, well, they call it diving, it's collapsing, for instance. How to kick the ball out of hand, how to kick it out of the ground. You see the difference between a developed player and a non-developed player. The challenges that a non-developed player goes through is very, very big compared to what a developed player has, gotten training and everything.
As a goalkeeper or as just a football player, what made you look and say, out of all the things I can do in football, let me focus in goalkeepers? Because most people in football, you want to be a striker, score goals, get famous, or maybe like your brother, Oshaye, Itamaya, DC, and be famous. What made you go to goalkeeping?
It was mostly laziness, I'm not gonna lie. I was very, very lazy, and because of rugby also, my handling wasn't bad. So from centre mid to right back to goalkeeper, unfortunately, I never had a goalkeeper coach. So it was pretty fun, but also non-learning, and I think that's why I'm a goalkeeper coach, to teach.
If you can just briefly take us through the stages. I know when I speak to coaches, they tell us that at under 11, this is what we teach the boys.
Yes.
Under 15 and so on. With goalkeepers, can you take us through the different group stages and what techniques do you teach there? And at what years do you expect the goalkeeper to peak?
Okay, it's also based on the goalkeeper himself. The keeper can be the same age, but on different levels of goalkeeping also. So there's obviously your basic level, your intermediate, and then your advanced level of goalkeeping. Your basic would be walking through a kid, catching a ball, simply catching a ball, being able to lift the ball off the ground with a kick, being able to kick out of hand. Those are your basics. Then your intermediate, where you're now involving movement, and you're adding a bit more to the basics. Then your advanced would be everything combined with more intensity, at a higher intensity.
With modern football, we've seen goalkeepers playing with their feet more. In the past, all you had to do as a goalkeeper was just learn how to handle the ball. But you see the likes of Neuer, how they handle the ball with their feet. You see the likes of Tumile Nkune with their distribution. How has that changed, and how important is it that in your training you incorporate that?
It's very advantageous to the team that's attacking, because automatically it becomes 11 versus 10 on the field if the goalkeeper can play. In terms of implementing it, it's been hard, especially as a goalkeeper coach that is old school, coming to modern times. But training drills, taking part in a team training session, the goalkeepers are required to do that now. Passing drills, your kicking drills, that is required of a goalkeeper now. Your warm-ups with the team is also required. That's how you improve the skills. Also, the academy is here to help improve those things. That's what we deal with on a daily basis. So just being able to play with the team, warm up with the team, helps a lot.
We know there are courses offered, SAFA, CLEF, your D licenses, C licenses, and so on, for coaches. Are there courses out there specializing in teaching goalkeepers how to train other goalkeepers and become goalkeeper coaches?
Currently, you get your D license, which is your entry level, and then after, when you get to C, that's when you can venture into introduction of goalkeeping. There isn't any goalkeeper specific licenses in South Africa, but from what I hear, CAF is working on it. So My experience is purely from other coaches' experience. I go and I learn and I watch sessions and I ask questions and do research. My biggest influence was Coach Tyron Damons, who's currently at Simba FC in Tanzania. I call him the mentor. That's the person I've been learning the most from. So everything that I know, I've taken it off from Coach Ty.
Okay. We know of your famous late brother. Amazing in the pitch.
Yeah.
Entertain us for years with his skills.
Thank you.
Do you have any of those skills?
Zero. So I'm just a goalkeeper.
So the man took all the skills from your family.
He left me with just knowledge.
Just knowledge.
Yeah.
My brother, thank you very much.
Thank
for
you
your
very,
time.
very much for your.
And all the best. Not you.
Thank you very much, brother.